Hello and welcome to SAE Unplugged. I'm your host, Grayson Brulte. As the days go by and the actors and writers strike continues, the California economy continues to suffer, and businesses that once provided services and catered to the movie industry are beginning to shut down due to a lack of work. The strike is taking its toll on the California economy in a major way. Since the writers first went on strike nearly 4 months ago, the economic impact has been flat out devastating. The negative impact to California's economy has been $5 billion. That's right, $5 billion and counting. It's sad as the individuals who support the industry are suffering the most. The caterers, dry cleaners, drivers, rental car companies, and other small enterprises that support the industry are all on the brink of bankruptcy, which is not good in a rising rate environment. The $5 billion negative impact pales in comparison to the $2.1 billion economic impact from the last big Hollywood strike of 2007 to 2008, when members of the Writers Guild of America walked out for 100 days. 2007-2008, $2.1 billion economic impact for a 100-day walkout. Today we're at $5 billion economic impact with no resolution in sight. The strike could carry over to the new year. And if the strike continues to carry, the negative economic consequences will continue. As the strike continues, the California economy will continue to suffer, and workers who are on strike will continue not to get paid. Their pensions will suffer. Their retirements will suffer. They might even lose their houses. It's very sad. Over 700,000 Californians work in the entertainment industry. 11,500 of those individuals are members of the Writers Guild. SAG-AFTRA is comprised of 160,000 individuals who are members. The other 528,000 individuals who work below the line and support the industry in a variety of jobs. Furthermore, 20% of the individuals who live in Los Angeles work in the entertainment industry. That's right, 20% of the individuals that live in Los Angeles work in the entertainment industry. Take a moment. Put this into perspective. 20% of the Los Angeles economy is shut down. 20% of the Los Angeles economy is shut down. It's on hold. That's right, 20%. This is almost like the pandemic. This is not good. We saw the economic consequences LA suffered during the pandemic. And now, lo and behold, autonomous vehicles are being dragged into the strike talks. In a July 13th interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Ms. Fran Drescher, president of SAG-AFTRA, more famously known for her role as the nanny, stated the following, and quote, "Everybody deserves a right to work. I saw a little box running around Santa Monica delivering stuff, and my heart broke because I thought that used to be a person on a bicycle who made money doing that. Why put somebody out of work? What's wrong with these people? It's not normal." End quote. What Ms. Drescher is not taking into account is that the autonomous delivery bot, such as the one she described running around in Santa Monica, creates jobs. They're the individuals who design the bot, the individuals who engineer and code the bot, the individuals who physically build the bot, the individuals who remotely monitor the bot when it's in service. Multiple high-paying jobs were created. Jobs were not killed. Jobs were not killed. Jobs were created. These are jobs that come with benefits that allow individuals to raise a family in Los Angeles, send their kids to private schools, and save for retirement. These are good, high-paying jobs. These are good jobs that are good for the Los Angeles and Santa Monica economies. While the writers and actors strike, the tech industry is creating jobs and having a positive economic impact on the local community and the economy. Governor Newsom of California, he recognizes the positive impact that tech industry has on the state. California's tech industry delivers an economic impact of $536 billion a year, or 16.7% of the state's economy. These are big numbers, and numbers that are only going to grow as Governor Newsom's administration has come out forcefully against AB 316. AB 316 require a safety driver in an autonomous truck at all times. The bill in its current form would handicap the entire autonomous trucking industry and force companies to relocate to other states. What happens when they relocate to other states? They bring their positive economic impact that tech and autonomy has on the local economies to new states. Recognizing this potential issue, Ms. Dee Dee Myers, Senior Advisor to the Governor and Director, Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development, sent a letter to the bill's sponsor that strongly voiced the administration's opposition to the bill, as it would hamper California's economic competitiveness. In the letter, Ms. Myers stated the following, and I quote, "AB 316 addresses autonomous trucking in a vacuum. The bill fails to recognize that the federal government and nearly a dozen other states are moving forward with this technology. And many of those states are actively positioning themselves to lure away California-based companies and the investments and jobs they bring. A United States Department of Transportation funded study found that over the next 30 years, autonomous trucking will spur tens of billions of dollars in aggregate investment spending across the United States economy and increase total U.S. employment by 26,400 to 35,100 jobs per year on average." That's right, per year on average. 26,400 to 35,100 jobs per year on average. Ms. Dee Dee Myers went on to say, "AB 316 leaves the door open for other states to reap these benefits at California's expense." End quote. The emphasis was mine, but Ms. Dee Dee Myers clearly understands jobs will leave California and the state will suffer economic consequences if AB 316 became law. And hopefully it does not become law. As the U.S. Department of Transportation study highlighted, autonomous trucking will create jobs and have a positive impact on the U.S. economy. The longer the writers and actors strike continues, the more California will need the jobs that the autonomous trucking industry will create. Why follow when you can lead? This is another point that Ms. Myers makes in the letter, as she writes the following about AB 316, and quote, "It runs counter to our state's business climate, where thoughtful policy, innovative ideas, and inclusive culture combine to fuel the creation of new industries while protecting public safety." End quote. AB 316, for all practical purposes, will kill jobs and hurt the California economy. Some individuals fail to realize this. Do we want that to happen? No. Does Governor Newsom want that to happen? No. Governor Newsom doesn't want to see jobs killed. Governor Newsom wants to see jobs created. I applaud Governor Newsom for his bold leadership on autonomous trucking and standing up to organized labor to do what is right for the residents of California, for the businesses that want to create jobs in California. Governor Newsom, sir, you are doing the right thing for the residents of California, the individuals who work in California, and the California economy. Thank you. In California, the tide is changing, and the state is now beginning to welcome autonomous vehicles and autonomous trucks. I applaud the state for these moves. With the California Public Utilities Commission recently granting Cruise and Waymo the right to operate 24/7 in San Francisco and charge for rides in autonomous vehicles, California's heading in the right direction. California is leaning into the autonomy economy. Autonomy will be good for the California economy. Autonomy will create jobs in California. Autonomy will make the roadways of California safer. Autonomy will increase efficiency at the state's ports. Autonomy will increase tourism revenue as individuals flock to the state to ride in autonomous vehicles. This is already starting to happen today, as documented by the Wall Street Journal. This is a future that is golden. Why not make this future happen in the Golden State? Governor Newsom, thank you again for embracing autonomy and seeing this golden future and the positive impacts that it will have on the California economy. The residents and businesses that call California home, thank you, sir. Listeners, what do you think? Is California ready to usher in the autonomy economy? Let us know by sending an email to podcast@sae.org. That's podcast@sae.org. Today is tomorrow. Tomorrow is today. The future is a bright and vibrant California economy.
SAE International makes no representations as to the accuracy of the information presented in this podcast. The information and opinions are for general information only. SAE International does not endorse, approve, recommend, or certify any information, product, process, service, or organization presented or mentioned in this podcast.